The next question we're going to do in developments is this one here. Okay, and the first thing we're just going to talk about is the front shape here. Okay, we've done a chapter on this called polygons, and if you remember, this shape, six-sided shape, is called a hexagon. Okay, now what do we know about regular hexagons? We know that every side is equal in length, and we know that every angle is equal as well. So if we know one side length, which we do, 35, we know that every side is 35 millimeters in length. Now, the angle, they don't tell us, but we know there's a formula from our chapter as well, from polygons back earlier in the year. We know that the exterior angle, the angle out here, is equal to 360 divided by the number of sides on the shape. So 360 divided by 6 sides gives you an exterior angle of 60 degrees. So we're going to use our 60 degrees set square to help us draw this shape as well. Now, just coming back to the developments part of the question, okay, we want to think about this logically again. If the front is a hexagon, the back of it is also a hexagon. Okay, so our development is going to have two hexagons, and it's going to consist of 1, 2, 3, and 3 rectangles that we can't see as well. And we know we can't see them because there's 6 sides on a hexagon. Okay, so look, I'm going to start with an easy one. I know the base, the bottom of my shape here, or my object, is going to be a rectangle, and I know it's 35 by 120. So that's the first thing I'm going to draw. So measure your 120. Now I'm going to measure my 35. Okay, so there is my base rectangle drawn. Okay, nice and easy. Now go back to the question. I know that there is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 more rectangles connected to that rectangle. Okay, so I could do it a number of different ways. I could unravel a couple to the left, I could unravel a couple to the right, but I have to end up with 6 in a row regardless. So I'm going to go 35 this way, okay, so that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so there are my rectangles. I'm just going to number them for the sake of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now, the last bit, going back to my question, I have 2 hexagons to draw. As you can see, they're connected to all 6 rectangles, so it doesn't actually matter where I position it. I could draw it here, I could draw it connected to this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. I'm just going to pick a random one. I'm going to go with number 3. Okay, so I'm going to use my 60 degree set square to go down to the left, and I'm going to use my 60 degree set square to go down towards the right. I know my side length is 35. They told me that in the question. Okay, from this point 60 degrees again. 60 degrees. Measure my mark. and this time it's just a straight line across. Okay, so there's one of my hexagons. Now I'm going to pick a side up here where I'm going to draw a second one. I'm going to randomly go with box 5 or rectangle 5. I'm going to draw it there. So again, 60 degrees to the left, 60 degrees to the right. Okay, once you've the angle done, you measure 35 and 35. Again, 60 degrees. If you're struggling with this, I would recommend going back and watching the videos on polygons, because I spend a little bit more time actually explaining how to do this. Okay, so there is my development done. I'm just going to go over the lines heavy and put in my fold lines as well. Okay, so remember, any line that's going to bend, if I was to cut this out, if any line that's going to need to be bended to recreate the object in the question, I need to make sure that is not a solid line. Okay. Okay, so that's the outline's done. Now all I have to do is the fold lines. Okay, so solid dash, solid dot, solid dot, solid dot, solid dot, solid. Okay, so that is the question fully finished.